Hi everybody! So I'm making this video for the decryption part of the assignment. So we have already given you some hints to use. This is our encrypted message, which I will use, and you will have to print it like that. What I've done is that instead of taking the input from the user, I've made the input fixed. But in the assignment, you have to take input from the user. So once you have your input message, you'll have to use a for loop. For key in range 10. In the assignment, you have to make it 100 because you know the exact number of keys. So we are making a for loop for each key, and what will be printed in the decrypted message. We don't have any documents, so I'm using an empty string right now. This empty string will be used later on. Right now it will print 10 keys from 0 to 9, and it will print some decrypted message over here, which we don't have right now. So once we have this for loop, we have to have another for loop for C in ENCCHAR, or encrypted char. For each character in the encoded message, you have to take a look at the hint. So that's the exact thing you use here. I'll paste it here. You can see that I'm not putting it in the code because this is not exactly Python code, it's just pseudocode. So for each C, if C is less than that key, which is 32, then do this. We don't even need these parentheses. If not, then else do this. The encrypted character is C here because we are saying that each encrypted character comes from here. Instead of char, we'll say integer. And the same thing for here, because here you have to make sure the integer is different from the character. Each key is a value 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. So key is an integer, but C is a character in this encrypted or interpreted character. So C is actually a character and key is an integer. This will give you an error. So for this you have to use C. And I gave you a hint that you'll have to use the order value, the character CHR and order ORD functions. You have to use these functions. You should know that character, the CHR function, takes a number and returns the character of that integer. The same thing goes for order, or the ORD function. ORD will take a character and return the integer of that value. So use the OR function here. You should go and search for how to use the OR function in more detail. But you have to use the OR function so that the order value of the C is given out, and then you can use it in this formula. Otherwise it will give you an error. It will give you an error stating that your integer was expected, but a string is there, or a character is there. The other thing you have to do is that we have to have a decrypt message here, and it is a string. So what you have to do is take the decrypt message, append the value of decrypt message with this decrypted integer. I'm not going to give you the code, I'll just give you hints. For instance, you need to append it with the decrypted integer, or you can say concatenate or add the value of this decrypted integer. Again, this decrypted integer is an integer value of one character, so you have to use the chr function. So it might give you an error. So once you have that decrypt message appended with this each time, you have to do the same thing for here as well. Once you have these, then this will print that key from 0 to 10 and the decrypt message. Right now, this message might not work because I have to put all of the comments here and it's not in this for loop, so I cannot run it, and it is only for the output from 0 to 10. So you need to use it for all the values, 100 keys. So this might give you some correct decrypted message. So try this and see if it helps. Let me know if you have any more questions. Thank you for watching.